Ciao mondo, hello world, hola mundo, hello monde, konnichiwa, ni hao. We are here today at the IRRIV discussing a very interesting and partially controversial paper published by Carlotta Caprara, one of our biotechnologists here, with the title The Influence of Hemodialysis on T regulatory cells, a meta-analysis and systematic review. So, Carlotta, this is actually an interesting paper that has been done in conjunction also with Mitch Rosner and Mark Okusa from the University of Virginia, and we have followed our path of the idea that in uremia and in dialysis the immune system is partially compromised. Can you tell us briefly what the T regulatory cells are and what are their functions?
Okay, regulatory T cells are a subpopulation of T cells, but they act against activated T cells, so they are involved in the homeostasis of the immune system and in general in the autoimmune disease. In particular, we think that in uremic patients that have an impaired immune system but activated, we think that probably regulatory T cells are the answers why they have an activated but impaired immune system. Maybe are T cells, T regulatory cells that are impaired.
So there is a mixture of immunoactivation and immunoparalysis.
Yes.
It is something we published many years ago, a concept that uremia is a mild form of SIRS and sepsis, where there is an impaired balance between immunostimulation and immunoparalysis or dysregulation. So what are the main results you found in your meta-analysis and systematic review?
Okay, uremic patients have an impaired immune system probably due to regulatory T cells. They are lower, and this is statistically significant.
Which means they have an hyperactivation of the immune system.
Hyperactivation of immune system and low Treg cells number.
Of course.
Okay, and dialysis patients, we didn't find a statistically significant results about Treg cells lower in dialysis patients, but we think this is the hypothesis, but we didn't find the results, maybe because there are too low number of patients involved in the study literature.
Okay, so let me understand better. You think that Treg number is altered in uremia, and
Yes.
It would be interesting to know at which level, if they are altered since the very beginning or with severe uremia, and I think this is part of the study you are conducting. Now, the other issue is dialysis providing some correction of this? And we know that while immune system is dysregulated due to uremia, at the same time dialysis itself causes subclinical inflammation and altered immune response. So it's a very complicated situation. But did you find any evidence that dialysis may be correcting this dysregulation and the reduced number of Treg cells?
Actually, we didn't find a very results, so we are thinking about a project that conduct on patients that undergoing dialysis for the first time. So to
on
see
incidence patients, though.
Yes, so to see if the first dialysis on these patients can modify Treg cells number, and I think this is the only way to really understand if dialysis influences Treg cells or not.
Okay, so just to conclude, we found that T regulatory cells are altered as it is the immune system during the development of uremia. It seems that this dysregulation remains when patients are on dialysis, but we only studied the prevalent population.
Yes.
Now, the idea to study the incident population is to see whether there might be an effect at the beginning of dialysis, and potentially we should study whether or not different forms of dialysis may actually be correcting better, like online hemodiafiltration or other things. So congratulations for your paper recently published in Blood Purification, and have a wonderful, wonderful day, and let's drink our cappuccino. Excellent.
Excellent.